Hello and welcome, my beautiful ones. I recorded my fitness journey. It was the last video, so if you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check that out. And I asked you if you have any other questions, and you actually did. So now I'm gonna answer, or try to answer, your questions. Let's start. Oh, this is so sweet. I just wanted to say you're amazing, kind, creative person. Your pictures are amazing. Thank you so much. I love when I get messages like these, that it just shows that we're not alone and we're just support each other, and it's just so nice. Okay, anyway, what are your tips for fast muscle recovery? I work out a lot too, and I eat plant-based veg, but I'm sore all the time and want to recover faster. It's very good that you eat like vegetarian, vegan, because then you recover a bit faster. There's like a whole thing you can do research about. Just go ahead and Google it or something. But the thing is that animal products are a bit more, how do you say, not alkaline? Oh man, English words. Anyway, fruit and vegetables have a lot of water and are alkaline, so it gives your whole body more like a faster recovery. If you want to, I can do some like profound research about that and post that here on this video as well. And also you can like drink a lot of water, have active recovery time where you, if you have a black roll or like a peanut or anything, just roll over your sore muscles, which increases the blood flow there. And then it's like, basically when you're sore, there are little tears inside of your muscle and they need to be recovered, fixed. So if there's more blood and more like a little bit of stretching and stuff like that, it's gonna be faster. But there's also that everybody is a little different. So some people can work out for hours or like every day twice, and some people just don't because they're super sore. But also your body's gonna get used to it. If you do work out quite a lot, your body's gonna get used to that as well. I do notice that when I, for example, in Bali, I wasn't that consistent with training, and then when I got back I was like super sore again. But then when I started doing like workouts super regular again, I'm not as sore. Like right now I work out pretty much every day, sometimes like super intense, sometimes not that intense, and I feel a little sore, but it's not crazy, not like that I cannot move. But then if I go to the gym and do things like deadlifts, which I don't do that often, with like heavy weights and stuff, then I'm super sore. So your body just gets used to the movements you do. And yeah, just a lot of like good sleep, a lot of water, hydration, and good food. Are you vegan a long time? Yeah, like 3.5 years now, and it's so possible to build strength and muscle on a vegan diet, as you see for myself, because I actually, like, I haven't been vegan in Australia, but after pretty much, and it's after that I started with pole dancing, with like gym, with aerial silk, with salsa. So it's totally possible, and I feel so great. I have so much energy and so much motivation, and I don't feel tired when I work out, so that's awesome. Best tips to strengthen my joints. That really depends on like what kind, like where and what for, but I would say that it's good to start with low weight and high reps so that your joints and muscles get used to the movements. And also like try to incorporate some balance exercises, maybe on like one leg and doing stuff like that, so that all the little tissues, all the little things around your joints and everything gets stronger. And then when you feel super comfortable, super stable, you can increase the weight, but don't go for like super heavy weight straight away, otherwise you're gonna damage everything because they're not used to it. They're not so strong that they can hold on to so much. So baby steps, higher reps, I would say, so that you get used to the movements and your body really knows what to do, and then you can go from there. Are you liking your body now, like shape, toned, and so on? That's the thing. I am not a bodybuilder, so I'm not focusing on what my body looks like and doing exercise in order to make my body look a certain way. But just because I do so much acrobatics, which is a lot of upper body strength, I get kind of that guy shape, like that V, and also my hips are not that wide, so it's like a guy pretty much, and also the arms. But I actually really do like my body. Like sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I could be a bit more here or a bit less there, which is totally normal. We are all human. But overall, I like how strong my body feels. I love the muscle tone. And just when I like sometimes squeeze my muscles, I just love how it makes me feel, and that I have so much control over all the little things in my body. And yeah, I actually really do like muscles. And it's so weird now that I become kind of muscular and do a lot of sports, I am attracted to muscles as well. Also when I see other girls, I just find muscles really attractive. I don't know, it just shows that you kind of care about yourself, that you put in work, that you have dedication, and yeah, I don't know, it just shows that you have respect for your body, and you know how to put in work and how to manage having a healthy lifestyle. I don't say that having muscles is necessarily being healthy, but you know, you exercise, and exercising is always good for your mental and physical health, so that kind of shows that. I think I wish that my legs were a bit stronger, but I also know how much work I need to put in there, and I just don't really want to. So I'm fine with it. What kind of exercises did you start with at the gym? I already kind of said that, but in the gym I start with a course where they had like barbells with not a lot of weight, but it was just an hour where we went non-stop and doing like press-ups and squats and like kind of row thingies, so like super basic movements. It's always tricky to film at the gym, but maybe I can try and upload a video with like basic movements if you're interested in that. I think I'm gonna do that. Have you always had the ability to have a flexible body? I kind of addressed that in the video as well. I started doing acrobatics when I was around 10, and before that I already kind of worked on flexibility. Like I did a bit of splits, I did back bends and stuff like that. I would say that I'm more flexible than the average person by nature, but I'm not super flexible, and I had to put in a little bit of work to get the splits back after puberty, and to get my middle splits like 2 years ago, something like that. And also right now I'm really focusing on shoulder and like upper back stretching, because I'm a little bit tight there, also because of pole and silk, because you have to do pull-ups, so it gets a little bit tight here, and then I try to counterbalance them. But yeah, flexibility is not like my weakest point. I see people who are crazy flexible and can do crazy stuff, and I'm not there. But then I also see regular people and I am more flexible, so that's a great plus for all of the sports, like acrobatics, for pole dance, aerial silk, just like floor work. It helps a lot, but you can train that, so don't worry. What would you think or say when people don't believe in you or that you can be successful? First of all, I've been there. not related to sports or anything, but I was so conscious about what people think of me, like everything. I kind of didn't want to talk to people because I was so worried what they would think of me, and if they would think I was super stupid, or like think what is she talking about, what is she saying. And that was kind of hard, because I kind of got away from everyone, and I was kind of alone just because my mind was going crazy and being like, oh no, you cannot say that way, blah blah blah. That was so hard. So I worked on that. I spoke with so many also like strangers, just to get used to speaking to people and don't really think about what they're thinking about me. Like, it really doesn't matter. So that's also what I would suggest to you. If there are people who don't support you, they're probably not the right people to spend your time with, or you could explain your standpoint and say why you really want to do that, or why you're super passionate about. But still, if they don't understand it, then they just live in a different world. They think differently about things, and it's also all right. But I would not go as far and say, or let yourself influence by their meaning, because if you want something and you feel something's right, just go for it, even if they think it's impossible or you're not gonna be successful and stuff like that. It's more about what you feel and what makes you happy than making other people happy. Could you show us some of the exercises you do to strengthen your wrists and forearms? I can do that, not in this video, but as I said before, it's so hard to film at the gym, but maybe I can find some exercises I can do here at home. I'm gonna do that. Thank you so much for the idea. Would you help making a gym fitness plan for unexperienced people? I never did a fitness plan, and I never really had a fitness plan. I had like a little something, but I mean, if you really want to, we can discuss about it, and I can definitely help you making a plan, or like a routine, or showing exercise and stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, hit me up and we can discuss further. Because yeah, exercise is just my life. I love it so much. Okay, there's a comment in German, so I'm gonna translate it. I have a problem to lose weight, like fat. How do you do it? I never really struggled with weight. If any, I was super skinny, and I was kind of struggling to put on weight until age 19 or 20. That's when I started becoming a bit more womanly, if you will. So but when I worked at the agency full time, I put on a bit of weight because I wasn't motivated to go to the gym after work, and before work I was just so tired and I was just in a down phase. So I also ate a lot of cake and stuff like that. So I really did put on a bit of weight. People were, or if I tell my mom, she's like, what the hell, like, you were super skinny still. But if I look at pictures, I just see it. It was around the time I got Kiwi. It was crazy. But what I did there, I just swapped my breakfast for a lot of fruits, and sometimes I even had a big fruit salad at for lunch, and then at dinner I had like protein and pasta and veggies and stuff like that. But that really helped me. I don't know for how long you could do that, but just eat a lot of fruit, because they're like super water dense, like 80-90% of water, and the rest is just like natural sugars, which you need to have energy, and vitamins and stuff like that. So it's actually really healthy, and you can pretty much eat as much as you want to. And also, which helps to burn fat, is cardio, or like HIIT, something that's high intensity, gets your heart going, and yeah, it just makes you sweat. That's pretty good. And then at the same time, I would also do some weightlifting so that you build up muscle, and muscle is gonna burn fat like all the time for like 48 hours. Or just like all the time. If you have more muscles, you need more calories to sustain the muscles. But if you only do cardio, you're not gonna gain a lot of muscle, so you only burn calories the time you really exercise. So like a combination of both would be really nice. Or also like a little circuit with more high intensity, but also with weights, which is like a combination of both. I would try something like that. And also don't stress too much about weights, about your weight, about numbers. Yeah, because stress is just also hindering yourself from losing fat, because stress, then your body's just kind of holding on to everything. And also eat enough, but not too much. If you are like below a certain point of calories, your body is in like a little emergency state, and everything that comes in, your body wants to hold on so that you have something for when it's like really, really emergency. But also you don't want to eat more than you burn, otherwise you're gonna put on some weight. So it's a little bit tricky. Maybe experiment with something. You could also just skip breakfast, do intermittent fasting, and then you have like a window of 6 to 8 hours to eat, and then the rest you kind of fast. So then you feel that you're eating a lot in those 6 to 8 hours. I also tried that. I'm not doing it right now, but just go ahead and try stuff out. Do you use protein powder, and is it necessary? No, I'm not using protein powder. Like right now I'm using protein powder just a little bit for the taste, so that I drink enough, because yeah, I kind of forget to drink, which is super important. But if my water has a little bit of taste, or also like BCAAs or something, just a little bit, so that it tastes like something, and then I'm more eager to drink it. But it's definitely not necessary. Maybe if you're like a high intensity athlete and you train like 2 times a day or something like that, you need a lot of protein. Yeah, but even then, I mean, if you just eat enough calories for your body to maintain itself, there's enough protein in there, so don't worry about it. I never track my protein intake. As I said, I don't drink protein shakes for protein, so I mean, if you want to, you can, but it's not necessary. How did you get into pole? I kind of touched that subject in my video as well, but I wanted to try something new, or I actually wanted to try it for a really long time. And then a friend of mine and me, we signed up for a course just because we were like so excited, like we want to do it. And we went there, and I love it so much, and I never stopped since. So just go ahead and try some sports. Maybe you'll find something you're so passionate about. Is it important to have a level of flexibility to start pole dance? There are a lot of people who are so interested in pole dance. I think I need to make an extra video about pole dance. No, it's not important to have a certain level of flexibility or a certain level of strength. You can start whenever. There are intro classes where you really start with the basics, and you do stretching before, and you do like conditioning before, so you build your flexibility and you build up strength for the poses, and then you start with like really easy things, spins around the pole in static, which is easier, and on the floor. So don't worry about it, just go to a class, see if you like it, and you're gonna build up from there. I mean, if you have flexibility and strength, you're gonna progress faster than if you don't have it, but you really don't need it. Just start. All right, those were the questions. I hope I answered them all and you're a little bit more clear about everything. As always, if there are any other questions you want me to answer in my next Q&A, feel free to leave them down below. Other than that, I'm gonna go to a friend now. Enjoy my day. I hope you do the same, and I will see you next time here on my channel. Okay, bye guys. Love you.